goodbye to all my friends, my dear and loved, I'll meet again.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Adventures in Silvernell, the homebrewed fantasy world setting for our online game of Dungeons & Dragons, 5th edition. I'm your Game Master, Scott Nicholson, here to play Dungeons & Dragons with my friends and my lover, Webb!
Hi!
Michael Jackson!
I'm the lover.
Andrew Krug!
I'm not a lover.
And
I'm a
Tanner
hater.
Messer.
I'm just a part-time lover.
I said we could work on that. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. If you're watching us on Twitch tonight, there are channel points on Twitch. We call them rooter points. So the more you watch and the more you comment, you gain these points. And then there's a little option at the bottom. You click it, and you can buy things with those points in the game, and they will happen immediately. I'm talking giving players advantage, making storms, random problems, control their destiny immediately. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. Hit subscribe, and like. This is Princesses of Power Campaign 4, Episode 31. Let's get into it. Last time on Episode 30, Gorzik, Seer, and Celia were called to the Council, the Order of the Tides, through a portal within Eudothia. Upon arriving, the Order reprimanded Gorzik for telling Celia about the Order, and ordered his mind to be erased. He rebelled and left the meeting, cursing their name. Very, very mad. Queen Arizeline and Vafiel showed disappointment in Seer for facilitating Gorzik's rise to the Council of Merits, as they have been avoiding aiding Gorzik in gaining power to not compromise their inside man to the shady sellers within the dark market. But before any actions could be recommended, Princess Seer stood tall and reprimanded the Council for their inaction and refused to be part of this organization any longer. With that, Seer grabbed Celia and they bounced. But not before Mom told them assassins would be coming for them. The Order will now be trying to kill all three of them for their rebellion. Meanwhile, Mira used her magic lamp and met Usaf the Chimera Genie. After some intriguing, flirtatious conversation, the time came for Mira to gain her new legs. With a simple wish, poof! Mira had gained legs, at last! Rotting, putrid zombie legs. Meanwhile, Mizu tried to take a nap, but was restless, seeing as how her patron Voskar had still not taken her out on a date. She called him forth from her mouth, and he agreed on a date on land. That would be perfect. Mizu hopped on his back, and he flew through the air above the ocean to Wemding City, where Mizu found the Death Book. But after her father Thrine appeared, and Voskar confessed his undying love for Mizu, she suspected something was amok. Poof! She awoke and found her entire adventure was a dream she had while taking a nap, and now she's more pissed. We return now to Mira's house in Eudothia. Mira can walk, Seer is pissed, Mizu is even more pissed, Celia is confused, and both Celia and Seer are now wanted targets on the run. Welcome back. It's 1 p.m. on day 15 of your adventure. It's all yours.
So,
Yeah, so I'm assuming y'all just like ran into the house.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
yeah, we came in yelling. Then Mizu walked out.
Yeah, I came out.
So we have to leave. We should go promptly.
Why?
More assassins are ensue. Well, bad things are happening. People who are mad at me for doing what I do are mad at me for doing what I do, and now they're coming to kill us. Well, me and Celia really, because of that fucker Gorzik. I'm sorry, you knew him as Seller Toshlin, or whatever the fuck. Also, he's on the run, so he probably won't be on the council either. So they should deal with that. Also, we should go.
Okay. That's a lot.
There's
yeah,
more.
I know.
It's
I was there and it was a lot.
It's an ocean of information.
It sounds like a lot. I look over at Misa, I'm like, oh, okay, we're running, yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of over this place anyways. It's not really my vibe anymore, to be honest.
Knock, 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 knock.
Oh,
We
I'll
should go to
grab
Big
it.
City.
Wimting.
Knock, 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 knock. See ya, Celia! You recognize the voice as Gorzik.
Is that your man?
I think it's that guy.
Y'all gonna let him in? Cause I'm not answering it.
The ear opens the door,
Okay, I have us a way out, but we gotta
pulls
go
him
now.
in, closes the door behind him.
Okay, do you feel in your sisters? The Order of the fucking Tides is trying to kill us all now because we told their little secret.
What's that?
We gotta go.
Problem. Oh, where are we going? How are we getting there?
Okay,
What's the
so
plan?
I have some friends in the dark market. Usually as a seller of the dark market, you get a key that uses a portal to transport onto land. However, I've lost it because I'm not a seller anymore. But I have some friends that are there today. We're gonna get to use theirs, get to land, just like that. But we have to go now.
Trust him?
They're just giving it to you.
I mean, it sounds
we gotta
nice.
talk to them. I've seen how you guys persuade people. I think we can do this.
So you don't actually have a plan.
I have to.
We are your plan.
We have assassins. Have you told?
Yeah, there's people coming to kill us. We can fend for ourselves. You're the scared one right now.
Oh,
Thanks,
if
right
you
now.
knew what I knew, Councilmember Mira, you would be shitting your. What the fuck? I don't want to know. We need to go. He's gonna open the door, just kind of look both ways, and just swim.
We'll follow him. Just don't trust him too much.
Yeah.
Seer follows.
Follow.
Likewise.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay, as you're swimming, you see he's like going behind buildings. He's trying to avoid everybody's sight, and it's like around 2 days ago there was an insurrection, there's cleanup, there's still cleanup activities going in the main town of it. But you see he's swimming towards that big sunken ship that is the Edge Bazaar. I need all of you to roll stealth checks unless you'd like to just go out in front of people.
Nah, we'll stealth check.
I'll give it a whirl. I can't
I got a
guarantee
15.
anything.
Surprisingly. I'm not very stealthy.
I got a 13.
You got a
'cause
21.
I need the legs.
I got a 16.
Perfect. You guys are not spotted. You're able to follow him perfectly behind these buildings, tucking in between that seaweed that you know is bad to touch, but he's able to get you guys through. You sneak. You guys are really good at this point. You get to the Edge Bazaar. He doesn't go inside. He goes toward the back, and there's like... It's almost like the back of the ship has a hole in it, but as you look in it, you're not looking into the back of the ship, into the Edge Bazaar. You're looking into what looks like it goes downwards, like stairs. But it should be the inside. It's probably magical. He kind of motions and swims down.
Seer casts guidance on herself, and then she follows him down.
Follow you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring up the beer.
As you guys swim in, you see this interior. It looks like a below deck of this ship. So this ship isn't just right on the ocean floor. It's kind of dug into the ground. And there's tables set up, different things around the room that kind of indicates this is kind of like a break room / waiting room that has magical stairs that go up into the Edge Bazaar. And Gorzik is already at a table with 3 merfolk that are sitting there, caught off guard. You see one that's just this stocky one that's kind of got dark eyes. He kind of looks like Javier Bardem, just kind of big and meaty. And then at the edge of the table is this tall, lanky one with big gills on her neck, a darker than the Secret Siren's green, with long black hair, kind of looks like Celine Dion. And then the one on the right is this very small merfolk. It's almost like they would be like a halfling merfolk, if that is a thing. Just really small. But the face it's a male, you can assume. And he's got tons of wrinkles all over his face, so his scales kind of stick out because they're not flat as much anymore. And he's kind of lost a lot of the hair and it's just straggly bits. And he kind of looks over, and he kind of looks like that worm from Corpse Bride. The face
Cute. This is a cute guy. You're describing a cute guy.
Yeah. I loved it. So, and then Gorzik is telling them, I need this, guys. I need to get out of here. Okay? This is big. Really big. And they're all just kind of looking at him. We're all on our lunch break. And he goes, I know all three of you are on your lunch break at the same time. This is why I came here. I need this. And you hear them say, well, you're going to have to do something for us. And he's like, anything. And then as you all come in, they all turn and look at you. And then the cute one kind of turns, is this your friends? And he says, I wouldn't use that word, but they're also screwed with me, so the sooner the better. And he looks at you all, what do you have to say? Do you wish to leave too?
I'm not
Seer
really liking
nods.
this guy's attitude.
She's not either. Seer nods silently.
I mean, I'm not screwed, but I go where my sisters go.
He said the words usually like
The one on the far left. So you want us to just give you our key and you can go to land, just anywhere on land. So whoever's after you is just in the ocean?
Until they find out we're on land, yeah.
Interesting. Perhaps you want to go to a specific place. Gorzik says, I mean, if we could go to Wimding, but I know that's going to take a specific teleportation that's going to require all three of yours, and I mean, if you're up for it. And they all kind of look at each other. And the female one says, I want to see them do it. Convince me you can do it. Guys, I can do this. Turns to you guys.
Do what?
Do
Do
what?
what?
Yeah.
Mizu's gonna turn to like Seer and whisper and be like, I know this is like the dark market, but this seems really like shady.
There's definitely some weird going on that I don't know. If things go sideways, I suggest they just get this going. But we'll see how it plays out first.
He kind of straightens up and just kind of looks at you guys as you're kind of just like thinking these thoughts in your heads, not really responding. He says, they call me Necrogrim the Collector, okay? I need a fresh batch of a corpse for some clientele. But everything that's been going on lately, everything's closed tight. All I need is a corpse. But if you want all three of us, I want a very nice corpse. The woman goes, Malachi the Enigma. I require a rare and highly guarded magical artifact known as the Heartstone. Without the Heartstone, we cannot combine our keys and teleport you to a specific place. This artifact is kept within the Overlord tomb. They all kind of chuckle. Gorzik turns back to them. Are you guys kidding me? We're trying to be reasonable. Fine. She says, get in there and get the Heartstone. And the other one goes, Silk Weaver the Shadow. I require a rare venom, harvested from the venomous serpent of the Overlord tomb, known for its deadly potency. Gorzik just puts his hands on his head. Turns to you guys. They want us to go into Olivine's tomb. They want us to get a body and get a magical artifact. Nobody's been in there, and if they have, they haven't come out. I don't know. What do you think? I'm okay with just going to one spot.
Well, it sounds like we need the artifacts to do what we need to do. I don't want to get the other stuff though. That's a lot.
I
Seems
mean,
like
if
a laundry
anything,
list
we
of things to
can
do.
turn one of them into one of the bodies that dude needs. So there's a key.
Yeah, they need a couple of corpses. It could be them.
Necro
Yeah.
kind of leans over and goes, no, all three things, the Heartstone, the body, and the venom, are all within the tomb. It's perfect.
One spot. Just get everything.
Yeah, it's easy to get in, but Our part's getting out.
To getting out. Yeah, personally, not really in the mood to play games with the whole death threat going on. Gorzik, could we not just swim?
Yes, we can, but they know that there's no ships here in Eudothia. We're gonna be... I mean, there's guards from Azir all over the place. Your mother is the head of the order.
Yeah,
Well, won't just one of the keys get us to land? We were needing all three in order to get far enough to get to Wimding, correct?
Yes, you only need one to get to a random teleportation circle, but they're all over the land. You want to get to a specific one, such as, what you say, Wimding City? And you want all three. And they all kind of
So
chuckle.
really we just need to be on land and then we can travel that way. I look at the one that was wanting corpses. We can probably
just not-
supply you with what you want.
They're just not that good. They can send us to a random place on land if we have one key, or if we get all three keys, we can go to a specific place. They don't have the power to just send us to somewhere on land.
Gorzik
that
will
we-
explain to you that it's meant so that people can get things from land and trade, but not to have a consistent destination.
Yeah, go. That makes sense.
I mean, we could.
When it comes down to swimming, I think guards from the Azirian Kingdom shouldn't be like a big worry. I've slept with like at least half of them, so I'm sure that I could get us through. I mean, it's just like if we had the endurance to swim.
I've beaten the other 75% of them, so.
How come you need this specific rock heart to do this thing, but you've never gone and got, like, have you never done the 3 keys before?
Oh, yeah, we could easily just give you our keys. I just really want that Heartstone. It'd be incredibly
Oh,
valuable
awesome.
for me.
Just give us the keys then. We don't really have time to deal
Yeah, I'm
with it.
kind of with what Celia's saying.
No.
I'm gonna break something next to me.
Cast the Lele on my staff.
Yeah, you don't tell a princess no.
I look like I'm about to go into a rage, but not quite yet.
Gorzik tells you guys that they're not going to have their keys on them, just like they don't have the things they sell here on them. We have a system
they
here
can
so
go-
that they're
they
on
can
a
go
different
get them.
dimension. Yes, it's not
Yeah.
that easy.
It's not any information we can't get while beating the shit out of them.
Okay, quick power huddle. Let's just come on over here. Gorzik, excuse us, fine gentlemen, back to your lunch break or whatever. Let's just chat over here. Seer gathers the gang and Gorzik. So basically, our options are we can do all this laundry list for them to get these keys, to go to teleport to Wimding, but also Wimding's not that far from like here. It's a coastal city. We could just make it to land and then hit like Liberation Island or wherever.
True, but if we swim, it's
council
going
member
to
got
be
the boom
many
boom.
days. Just
Yeah,
swimming out
we're-
in the open ocean.
You got something better to do to hide from assassins? Are you in a rush? Aren't they coming to kill you too? Where are you going? I'm sorry, what's your plan, Gorzik? Maybe I don't know that.
This was my plan. Look, I completely understand. In fact, good luck. I'm going to take my chances with this.
Don't die, and please stop saying the name of the thing that gets people killed. It's not productive to anyone. Thank you.
Goodbye, Seer.
Goodbye, Gorzik. Ladies,
He seems like such an idiot.
he's a...
I haven't left yet. I can still hear you. We have to leave here. I'm not going to leave you here.
I'm not upset you heard it.
Okay, well, you can't be in here. They know I used to work here. They know I'm going to go here.
Oh,
Thank
the
you,
assassins.
guys.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant these people
Yeah.
who were here. All right. So we're gonna take our chances on land. It sounds like, ladies.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
All right.
I don't see why not at this point. Even if we end up somewhere random, it's not something we can't handle. I mean, think about the crazy shit we've already seen.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
And
I'm
they had
swimming to
legs.
land and not
Oh,
using
swimming.
these keys. Yeah.
I'm done to swim.
I still feel like it
I'm
would
done.
take forever. Do you think we could like try to steal the keys? Would it be easier to steal their keys and just use that?
We can always just make them do it. I look over at Mizu. You
I'm
have
really
that
good.
special charm.
I could ask them really nicely. Usually that works.
I mean, you are
That doesn't
Princess
work. We can
Mizu
ask
Minu.
them so not so nicely.
That's up to you, ladies.
Excuse me, princesses. We can all hear you. Leave.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're discussing our options over here. We asked for a little powwow. You guys
He
said
puts
we
his
could
food
do
down.
this.
I'll be right back, guys. And he's going to swim up those stairs.
God, these guys are rude.
Right? They invited
Or-
us here.
We're clearly having a private conversation, and they're just listening to us.
That one
Yeah,
did
we
that
were
brought us
literally
here.
in a huddle. That's like eavesdropping. That's rude as fuck. Like, did
Dick.
these people not have couth in Eudothia? Like, it's rare
Probably
these
not.
days.
Have you met us?
So swimming out.
Yeah,
Or-
I guess they want us to leave super bad for whatever reason.
Is he
Alright.
like not gonna come back? That's rude. I mean, we're fucking princesses. You don't just leave when you're in the presence of princesses.
Should
Maybe
we
his
say
lunch break, so
goodbye?
it's like ending soon.
Mizu's
okay.
gonna roll her eyes and she's gonna turn to the two that are over there and go, "Hi, Mizu Mino of the Azirian Kingdom. I know we haven't met before. We're kind of in a rush though. I am a servant of Brun Toro, kind of in a roundabout way, you could say. And if corpses are what you need, that's kind of no problem. So I'm gonna be back in Eudothia soon anyways. I can bring you a ton. I mean, fuck the other shit. I can do that while I'm here next, right? So, pretty please. And I'm gonna cast Mass Suggestion and say, I think you should give me one of your keys.
Okay, just want to clarify the one that wanted the body just swam upstairs, so you could not have been talking to him.
I don't care. I'm still addressing them with
Okay,
that.
Mass
That's why I said
Suggestion.
fuck the other shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
He was yelling the other thing.
I mean, they gonna talk to him.
He's like, she didn't really know who said that. She was just saying it to them. Did it make it safe?
It's a wisdom save.
Thank you for the sub, Vicky6013.
They both
Oh.
failed. They had to have failed.
Hell yeah.
It was below
Okay.
10.
Yeah, they definitely failed.
She's a good witch.
And what's your suggestion?
And that it was the pretty please.
Give
I
them
think
the
one of
key.
you should give me your key.
You have to word it as an order.
I think one of you should give me your key.
That's not an order. That's saying.
Give me
just-
your key,
Thank
bitch.
you. You have to suggest. Okay.
I
yeah,
suggest that you give me your key right fucking now, bitch. Cass.
Okay. They both kind of drop their food and kind of like get up and say, "You got it," and they're gonna swim up the stairs.
It worked.
Easy peasy.
We can meet him outside so everyone wins. We won't be inside and we'll get the keys. Maybe we
There
can
we
beat
go.
the other guy up and get his key. And then just no, it's fine. We don't need all three. I mean, what?
I mean,
I
we
mean,
can.
he's gonna watch
We
them
can
hand
beat
the
him
other
up.
two over to us, and yeah, we can beat him up.
The assassins will probably kill him, so whatever. Let's go.
Yeah.
Outside. Or upstairs. Out of
Upstairs.
this place that we came out of into.
Mhm.
As you
Direction.
swim outside, Seer with the highest passive perception hears people yelling out, and it's a familiar voice. It was that guy. He's yelling a special meet the princesses of Azir and Council Mira who are here. Roll initiative.
Yeah. Also, I think it's just Mira who looks like Mira.
And we
I
will
know,
be
I have
right
my
back.
disguise
Quick
on.
bathroom break. Welcome back, everybody. Episode 31 of Princess Power. Sorry, quick bathroom break. The princesses and Mira just went into the Edge Bazaar, just came out, and we rolled initiative because they didn't see anybody. But immediately,
I heard people yelling.
Celia and Seer, both at the same time, you feel a stab in your back. And you're both going to take 26 points of piercing damage and 10 points of acid damage.
I'm resistant to acid.
Okay. Yes, and you all have lays from Sharkfoot Island that give you a resistance to a damage type. Do you want to announce what your damage type is right now?
Acid.
Acid?
Yeah.
Cold.
Acid, cold,
I think I'll do acid too.
acid.
I wasn't there.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Okay.
He said 10.
Roll
points.
initiative.
I got a 7.
I got 11.
I have a 5.
15.
See, 5, Mira 15. Okay. Sorry, my keyboard's clickety clackety.
I'm naturally
I was an
resistant to
assassin,
cold,
so-
so I kind of fit in with the
Yeah,
resistance
me too.
thing.
Okay, so before that, well, I'll say that was their 2 turns. So it's gonna go Mira, Mizu, Seer, Celia, and then back to them.
So I'm assuming they're like right up on us on our group, correct?
You turn, you see nobody there,
Oh, well.
and there's
Now
nothing
I
sticking
know
out of their
there's-
back. There's just an open wound now.
Well, now I think there's invisible enemies around.
My girl who hides.
So I'm gonna go into a rage. Because I'm pissed off, I don't see what's around me, so I'm gonna bonus action rage. And let's see. Can I do, like, I guess, a perception check around to just, like, see...
For your action? Yeah.
Yeah, if I, like, notice where these enemies are located,
For
because
sure.
I see stab wounds, so I'm assuming they have to be invisible close by
So
or
in this
something.
fight, you're just kind of like standing for the first time on zombie legs, and just taking
Yeah.
a hard look around, shaken by this stab.
It's a 24.
You see no one in this area. You don't even see dust moved on the ground or muck or seaweed crushed or any indication. But with the 24, you do see far off is that Javier Bardem merfolk just kind of look back with like a crowd kind of forming around him as he's looking that direction at you and kind of swims off.
Yeah, so I raged. I'm going to, I guess, say we just need to get the fuck out of here, and I'd like to, I guess, just grab Celia and go. Are you good with that, Celia?
I
I don't want to
consent.
just, like, take you. Okay, then I'm gonna grab Celia and just be like, we're fucking booking it.
Okay,
And I'm gonna sprint.
I'm going to say you can take Celia, but I think Celia, this will be your movement when it's your turn. Is you
Heard.
you gotta swim with her.
hmm
Okay.
Oh, is that how it's... Okay, we can do that. I have a 60-foot swim speed, so that's why I was
So
like,
that's even better
we're
for
gonna...
you.
Yeah, I was gonna grab... That's why I was grabbing Celia, to
Yeah.
take her with me, so she
Perfect.
would get further.
Okay. That does provoke an attack of opportunity for Celia. You feel this like right on your back. Ooh, you can almost feel like the back scales kind of flicker or whatever's on your back.
I am gonna spirit shield Celia as soon as... Because, like, I have danger sense while
Mhm.
raging, and then spirit shield, it's a reaction when someone within 5 to 10 feet of me takes damage, I reduce it by 2d6.
Okay, the second one will stab, and that is so 28 piercing and 10 acid, so 38 points. But you're resistant to acid, so it's only 5, so it's only 3 points, right? I think math, and then you're doing half of that, so or taking what off 2d6.
Yeah, it was 8 that I rolled, so
Okay,
minus
so you take-
8 damage.
So you take 25.
Clear.
And you go 60 feet. Okay. You're kind of
Yeah.
at the front of the Edge Bazaar now. That crowd is kind of still there. It's kind of like moved out of the way, swim back as you kind of swim with Celia through this, but you don't see that merfolk man. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna stop there.
Okay. Mizu.
Mizu is gonna cast Shape Water, and I'm going to attempt to kind of like make a wave in the water that could like disclose the outlines of the people. You know, like the water would try to like move around them to see where they could be at, even if they might be invisible.
And okay, so the wall is behind you of the ship of the Edge Bazaar and that doorway, and then maybe 20, it'll say 30 feet in front of you is that seaweed wall. Up, you can see it kind of goes around the ship that way and around this into like the main town of Eudothia. So where are you doing it?
In the direction of where Celia just got attacked from, and I can do a range of 30 feet. So I'm gonna do like a giant like wave in that direction.
Okay, cool. That's perfect. As you do that, I might have to use a reaction. What's your passive perception?
12.
Okay, so as you do that, you see what it's doing is the water's kind of coming up and building into a wave and then kind of shooting forward through the water. And as it does, you see this almost running figure that's kind of very thin, slenderish, with their arms kind of out like this. But then that wave kind of bounces where it's coming from and kind of comes back, and it doesn't make that indication. But you see just the tip of the water on the side near the seaweed thicket kind of splash a little bit.
Would anybody else have been able to see that as well?
No, just you, because everyone's like, well, because it probably went through them.
Okay. That'll be it, I guess, for my turn then. Actually, I'm gonna use my movement to run up and grab Seir in the same way that Mira grabbed Celia and start heading in the same direction that they went.
Okay, cool.
But like, I'm gonna use my movement just to get
Okay,
up,
it's quite
like,
girly.
up to Seir and kind of like lock arms with her and just give her like a
It's like 10 feet.
like a nod. You know, we're not gonna start running yet because I want to see like if that's what she wants to do. So I just like lock and get ready to go if she wants.
Okay, so, all right, cool. All right, it's your turn, Seir.
Seir is going to look at Mizu, look down at their feet, and she's going to use her racial ability to cast Water Walk, and we start to ascend 60 feet directly vertical. And we will continue to do that until we reach the top of the water, or until the spell runs out, which is an hour, so we'll see how that goes for us. And then bonus action, I cast Zephyr Strike, and then that's into my turn. And it starts going up.
All right, 30, 40, 30 feet?
Come back. You're muted.
30 feet?
The spell will take us 60 feet.
60 feet.
And then I also
On
can
top
use my
here.
movement, I suppose, so
Yeah.
I will also swim 30 feet and then
So 90
move up
straight
the
up.
extra 60 feet.
That's
yeah.
epic. Just grab, straight
Torpedo.
up into the air. 60
And
feet
it's on both of us.
is like 5 feet above the shore from you right now. So as you do, you just burst up, you and Mizu.
Look towards away, like look around to see if there's looks like a direction to run in, or I guess I'm gonna run parallel to the way that Mizu was, or that Mira was swimming. So like if she's swimming under the water, then I'm just gonna run.
So
atop.
when you pop up, and this is really quick, pop up, you see, your vision's kind of halved right now. You see the vast ocean kind of going out in nothingness, and then right here, about 25 feet over, is like the waves of the shore, and then kind of moving into about 50, 60 feet is icy land and a fucking wall that goes to the sky through the clouds, and it goes straight in front of you. It's almost dividing your vision. Like you see nothing but wall of ice. And right as you look to your left too is a tall statue of a golden dragonborn, but it looks like the front of the face is kind of worn off over time with big, like Hela from Thor, antlers, horns, on this
Okay.
rock with like wispy marble, and the water's like hitting it. But you
Perfect. That's
turn
the best
away from-
landmark that you could ask for in the giant ass city. So she knows to turn towards land and not the edge of the abyss and not the ice tower. So she's gonna go to the right, or I guess, whichever way is that way towards land, and start running parallel, holding.
All right.
Mizu's
Well,
hand.
you're 60 feet, so that's the end of your movement. So you just saw all this. So then on your next turn you can swim, or because you're still in combat because the
So
other
if it's 60 to get up, then that would just be the spell, and then I could just take my 30 feet of actual movement and run across the water.
using water walking, perfect. Pick her up and run across the water. That's epic.
Yeah, and it's on me and Mizu's feet, so if she separates from me, she can also still do it for an hour. No concentration.
Okay, you're at the on the shore, right at the base of that monolith, and it's like the Statue of Liberty, where there's like a base and then the statue, and that base is like 40 feet tall, and then it's the huge statue that's been water worn over time.
Perfect. Stay close. I got stay close. I got a plan. And then that's what she says.
Mizu will just nod.
Celia.
So we turn to Mira. We're running. We're running. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna activate my what's it called? Amulet of Battle Fury that I got a couple of sessions ago, which is gonna give me resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for a minute. Is that gonna be an action or a bonus action?
So the item just says to like declare it. Does it not specify?
Let's see.
It just says what it does.
Yeah, it just says what it does.
And you're attuned to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's make it spicy. Bonus action.
Okay,
Ooh.
cool. So it's a bonus action. I'm going to, I guess, grab Mira and dash up. That's allowed. I'm doing a lot of grabs.
Yeah, you don't have your movement because you donated it, but you have the dash action, so you'll get your regular movement.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that.
Wait, but that's a bonus action. But you can dash is an action, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
never
Yeah,
mind.
that's the next
I do have something that will let me also use dash again as a bonus action, but I have used my bonus action. I'm also going to use my reaction to use my bloody but unbowed feature, which will give me 33 temporary hit points.
Smart.
Whoa!
This guy is trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm not.
What?
It's the assassins. Okay,
Exactly.
so are you taking a dash on top of dash because you'll already be at the shore? or the
No, I
breach?
don't have two bonus actions.
Okay. Okay. One of them takes their turn. Another one, I'm thinking what they're doing because you don't see it, especially because you're on top of the breach of the ocean now.
Mhm,
And the other one takes their action. Okay, you're still in combat. Mira. You guys, you see everything I described before with the shore.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm of a mindset to just grab Celia and fucking book it. So, like, movement speed and dash as my action. Then I can't, my bonus actions don't allow movement stuff. But that's 120 feet
Yeah.
between my movement and my action dash, so I'm moving us 120 feet.
mhm.
You guys are all now together, unless you want to go past them. 'Cause,
I mean, can I just like swoop everybody and just fucking book it
first,
as my bonus action?
I'm gonna say this: when you get to shore, roll me a dexterity saving throw. You've never walked before in your life.
You're right.
On these tiny ass zombie leg. I don't know they're tiny.
Oh, girl. You can tell I am Bambian. I got a 6.
You have advantage on dexterity saving.
Okay,
throw.
so yeah, you get it. You
With
swim.
advantage.
Oh.
I want to say, even with your
Yeah.
legs, I feel like you're still kind of falling into habits of like that swim, but trying to figure out with your legs. So you have 120 feet, and I'll make this make sense somehow, but it takes all of that to get to the shore because this you don't have legs before
Proper
this.
footing. Yeah.
So you can get right to the shore, but it's really tiring. And meanwhile, Celia, who's been on Shark Food Island most of her life, just walks, onto shore. So you're beached.
I'm a beached merfolk.
Okay, Mizu.
Seer and I haven't reached the beach yet, or the land yet, have we?
Yeah, you're standing.
Yeah, I grabbed everyone.
Oh, we are? Okay, I am going to... I'm gonna cast Expeditious Retreat. I can only do it on myself, but, as a bonus action from now on, I can dash when I do that, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna... Mizu's kind of gonna hang back and wait and see what everybody does next before...
Got her running legs on.
Yeah.
Right.
She readies up, literally. That'll be it.
See her.
Now we're on land. She's like, do you think they're gonna chase us? Do you think we should fight them or keep going? She pulls anyone who's competent to
I'm
make decisions in
beached
this
for a
moment.
second, so I mean I'm kind of here for the moment.
Mira's there
Yeah.
with you. Oh, Mira's
Oh.
there with you guys, but just like on the sand which is like
She's struggling.
icy, so it's like sliding up the ice sand.
Mizu's
Great,
gonna
so-
bend over and pick Mira up. And
Wait, not you're still in combat.
Oh, shit.
I was like, do you think she's not strong? The ear will yell over to Celia to help out Mira, and then she will ready. Let's see. She will ready chill touch at anything that comes anything that breaks or breaches the water, because she figures if they have to come out, they have to come out of the water to get them, and so she's gonna keep her eye on the water and ready that, and while they get Mira up and moving on them things. So, boom.
Okay, Celia.
But also ready to run.
Yeah, I'll help Mira up. So that's my action.
Okay, for a little while, and I'll tell you when it ends, Tanner. When you walk, if you lean on someone or get help, you can walk your normal movement speed. If you are alone, I'm going to make you roll a dexterity saving throw, and if you fail it, and I will increase the DC as we go, I won't tell you how long.
Yeah.
I get full permission to do something really funny when you fall.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna take Mira and lead us to some bushes and try to get to a good point where we're a little bit obscured, but we can still see a little bit.
Yeah.
And that'll be me for now.
Okay, cool. There's really nothing on the shore because the shore goes for 25 feet and it slowly starts to incline with jagged ice rocks before it just goes straight up, and about 40 feet up it's just ice into the sky. So the only thing is it's just a shoreline of ice sand in both directions, and just open ocean, and then a giant fucking Statue of Liberty on the shore kind of statue.
Okay. In that case, I'll just stay still and keep my eyes on the water in case something breaches and I can't see it, or footprints in the sand.
Okay. I will give you chill touch because as you're looking at Seer right now, you see a very tiny splash, almost the water folds open, not magically, just someone's fucking stealthy. It comes right out at you. Chill touch.
18.
For the hit,
Yeah, to hit.
you miss. It, whatever it is, goes right around it and hits you twice into the shoulders. And you feel the momentum of take you as it digs in. They're using you acrobatically over you before the daggers get taken out. And you're going to take 50 points of piercing and 20 points of acid.
What are you doing,
Because
Scott?
both hit.
The ear goes down.
However, because of that acrobatic thing, immediately you see, guys, everyone sees right behind Seer, the ground It cracked like someone punched a window on the ground on that icy sand. The other one takes their turn. Mira, what do? You just watched Seer go down.
Yeah, so... Fuck, because I'm wobbly, but I have an idea, and I'm kind of hoping this might work. So I would like to... like, see Seer go down, and then immediately, like, just run to Seer the best I can. And I'd like to position myself to, like, where I saw that crack. I'd like to, like, grab Seer, and then Freedom of the Waves, cast Freedom of the Waves, and cast a 15-foot tall tidal wave, and send everything back to the ocean that I feel would have just come out of it.
So is the water kind of scooping up and like hitting the icy wall to go backwards? That seems like it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, the shore just rises. Does it move around you and your allies, or?
So, Freedom of the Waves, you conjure a deluge of seawater in a 15-foot radius. The water takes the form of a tidal wave, a whirlpool, a water spout, or another form of your choice. Each creature in the area must succeed on a strength saving throw against the spell, or take 2d8 bludgeoning damage and fall prone.
9.
You can choose a number of creatures equal to your spellcasting modifier to automatically succeed the saving roll.
Perfect. Perfect.
So all
9.
of us, I will choose to save.
The assassin gets a 9.
Yeah, that's a fail because you needed a strength 16. So you're going to take 2d8 bludgeoning damage and be prone. That's 6 plus 6. So 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. With them falling prone on this ice, you see the cracks form of a body that's very slender, just breaks the ice. You know the invisible person's right there.
I mean, I technically have 2 attacks. So, is that...
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, fucking go after I see that, and I just, like, slug my warhammer off of me and just, like, bring it down right there on that spot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna be a 25 to hit.
That hits. Cracks the ice even more underneath. You're starting to see the full figure kind of shaped into the ground.
That's going to be 8 plus 4 plus 2, 14 bludgeoning damage. And yeah, I'm just kind of there on top of Seer at this point.
Mizu.
Mizu's gonna throw 3 Eldritch Blasts at that area where he went down.
Okay. The ice is like almost like the body's been pressed even more with that hammer into the ground, so you see the perfect outline of this humanoid.
A 20, a 26, and a 12.
Oh,
The first 2 hit.
That's gonna be 16 force damage.
As it pushes more, you see it doesn't indent the body even more. It just kind of cracks the sides, and then you see some of the ice sand kind of trickle away from the spot in a liquid kind of way. You know you just killed whatever that was, and it's still not invisible.
still not visible.
Or it's still not visible.
Okay. I was making sure I was tracking.
They are dead.
Okay.
I'm gonna use like whatever movement I need to get over to Seer to be ready to help her out next.
Are we out of combat?
No.
Okay.
Seer, death saving throw.
Which is a Constitution save. Yeah? I'm using roll 20 or D&D Beyond. That's a Constitution save, right? Or
I think a flat roll.
Oh, it's
Check.
just a flat roll. Yeah, death saving throw.
Oh, even better. Nat 20.
Oh, that's two
No!
saves. No, or is it is 2 saves, or is that immediately
Yeah,
up with 1
2.
HP? It's
I
2.
think it's 2.
Okay.
Unless you want the ladder.
No. All right, 2 saves. Boom. All right, some hope, Celia.
I'm gonna prepare an action, or hold until I see something worth hitting, or like don't see something. I guess or like what I said originally when it's like oh, there's like footprints in the sand. Looks sus.
Crack in the eye.
Like I'm getting in a prepared position. I'm low. My center of gravity low. My expectations for them winning low.
What's your passive perception?
It's 8.
Low.
It's low.
Okay.
Perceptive girly.
Sweet. All right. Perfect.
I
Anything
guess
else?
maybe if something hits me, I hit it back.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because I would roll, but their stealth's really good.
Yeah. So can I like hold my action to like,
Yeah.
oh, I get attacked, and now it's my turn?
Right.
Okay, cool.
The first one is out. The second one takes their action. Mira.
Yeah, so since I fell out of my rage when I didn't hit anything that turn, fumbling on the sand, I'm going to bonus action wild shape into my starry form of the chalice, and then I am going to cast Aura of Vitality and start healing Fear the fuck back.
Hey!
Hey, thank you.
So with Aura of Vitality, that's 2d6, and then because I'm in my chalice form, you get an extra 1d8 plus 4. 5, 10, plus 7, 17, plus 4, 21 hit points.
Thank you, mommy.
Nice.
Your eyes open up.
You can gaze into the future.
Anything else?
No, I'm just breathing life back into Fear. That's
Mizu
what I'm
Minu.
doing.
I'm just gonna use my action to help Seer up like off the ground and kind of like dust her off and make like sure that she looks good, like to fight, to get ready again.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
girl. Don't be.
This gas is when you die, or when you're almost dead.
I just get built
You're
up in
hanging.
there, Just gotta release some.
Almost.
Yowza.
All right. It's your turn, Seer.
Seer looks. She's looking for which way is Banter Marsh. Which way does the water go towards Banter Marsh from up here? Which should be
You guys have looked
on
at
a
the map
map.
enough.
Is to the right.
You know
yeah,
it's
so she's like
you
trying
know
to just position
it's
herself.
far left. If your back's against the ice wall, looking out the ocean, it's far left that way.
Seer points in that direction, and she says, "I think it's best time we go." And 5th level, she's gonna cast summon. What is this spell actually called? Before I just start making up words, Lord Jesus, because it's not a summon; it's a conjure. I know that much. Conjure woodland beings, and she is going to summon a Jaredy which is actually really fucking ugly. You should look it up if you're interested. But it is looks like a cross between a camel and a four-legged locust. But it is a giant bug that is a fey creature that she's seen in her nightmares, where she dreams of the fey. And it can like water glide across. It water glides, you know,
That's
that
cool.
weird
Like
kind of
those
bug thing.
water bubbles at the end of there.
Yeah, she summons 2 of them. They're large fey creatures, and they have a swim speed of 80 feet. And so they start to. She's gonna get on one's back, and she's like, "Mizu, up!" And she points at the other 2. She's like, "Go!" And then we're gonna get, and then they're gonna get, and they're gonna start dashing 160 feet.
All right, you
Straight
and
towards Panther
Mizu
Marsh.
are 160 feet that
And as
way.
soon as Mira and Celia get on theirs will also take off.
Celia.
I guess I'll go ahead and do that. Nobody's hit me yet. I'm assuming they're not gonna. So I'll run it up and jump onto the creature whose name I cannot pronounce.
It's ugly. You probably don't know what it's called. It's okay.
The ugly
I'll hop
bug.
on the
that's all
ugly.
you gotta say.
Camo locust, if you want.
Oh, camel locust. There's a hump.
Yeah. Yeah. It's cute to sit on, probably. I mean, I take it back,
and
actually.
you know what?
It's like a back rest.
I'll do another prepared action to help Mira onto the or you're wild shape now, so does that matter?
Oh no, I'm just glowing and healing everything in this wild shape.
Glowing and wobbly.
I'm
Oh, okay.
Brian like a diamond wild shape.
Okay, well then I'll prepare an action to like help you up.
Dope.
Okay.
These things are fast, so. I mean, the thing's chasing us.
You get hit once, Celia. You readied your action, so as soon as you feel that knife slash through your cheek, you were readied with your action. So you felt it kind of in slow motion and kind of moved your face, so it only kind of dug and cut you big right here.
Mm-hmm.
But that's still
my cheek against the
26 piercing, which you have half to 13.
Cool.
Yeah, and then 10 acid reduced to 5, so you have 18 damage.
18. Got
In
you.
the face.
But you get
It's
to
bad for your
immediately hit
complexion.
whatever
Okay.
this is.
Can I retcon everything that I just said and react to this?
What? Oh yeah, you
Like
did change
like getting
it.
onto a.
I guess it would have been your action. He kind of put you up there, so it would have been your
No,
action.
because
to
they were
get you
coming
up
from
there.
2 different spots, so that they only hit once. So it's now Mira's turn.
Okay.
I forgot you
Yeah.
changed it. Really listen.
So I'm gonna get up on this fugly little giant grasshopper thing. And do that. And then I'm also bonus action gonna heal Celia. So let me get. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was really good. Okay, so that's gonna be 18 plus 4, 22 healings on you.
Thank you.
And that was my bonus action. And while I'm at it, I'll just like action throw a cure wounds on you.
See, it does
I'm
get a
like,
lot.
I'm like, yeah, Celia got hit a lot, and so
That is
that'll
their
be 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 10, so 19 more healing.
Sure, thank you.
And then I'm like, let's fucking book it on this fugly grasshopper. And I'm gonna like slap its ass so it knows to get going.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, it's
Oh, it knows.
Mizu and Seer, they're still going on. Celia, it's your turn. You can jump on and you guys take off. Battle is over. You have escaped the second assassin, and you are walking into like I guess the wall's gonna stay to your left. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we'll see water, earth on our right, and then we'll be like, that must be, you know.
I have 7 more rounds
I-
of healing. Can I say
Oh,
that I
yes.
like spin that healing these two? Because I can do it 30 feet out because my
Yeah.
aura.
Yeah.
Definitely bring us back
Okay.
close. It's like,
Eventually,
Yeah.
you guys will just kind of meet up. They'll slow back and wait for you, probably, I imagine. They're trying to go together. But you are now out of battle. Let's take a quick break and come back and go down to the ocean. Sound good?
Yes.
Perfect.
Motherfucker.
Let's set the timer.
I'm
See
gonna roll my
everybody in a
heels.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you had a good bathroom break. We've been talking about the bathroom break. Pretty excited moving forward. All right, just to clarify, Princesses and Mira on these camel locust bugs swimming across the top of the water, skating, really, constantly to your left, and it is cold here. Just this ice wall that goes on forever, and just water to the right. And as you just go, eventually, so you're just going for hours until these bugs will get tired and rest for a little bit and keep going. So what would you like to do in that time?
The bugs will last for an hour, and so in that time, while they're jet setting at 160 for an hour, that's a lot of work for them, but whatever. And Mira's also healing us. I kind of bring the locust camels together. I feel like it's kind of awkward for a while after the healing happens, just really quiet. And Sierra's like, okay, so I feel like there's probably some questions you all want to ask that I feel like I can probably now answer because there's no, like, weird veil. So, like, Mizu.
I mean, yeah.
you always,
no
like,
weird veil.
I mean, yeah, like, what the fuck just happened? That's, like, my first question that I would love to know. What the hell was that?
Well, it's kind of like, it's kind of funny actually, because like when you think about when we started this whole thing, like there were assassins trying to kill us and we didn't know who they were, and now there are other assassins trying to kill us, but I do know who these are. They're part of an organization called the Order of the Tide, and I was a part of that for a while. I left, and we didn't break up on good terms. It was a really, really messy breakup, you might say, and now they're so jealous that they just can't get enough of me that they're coming after me to silence me. But I'm going to tell my story, which also has nothing to do with them, but whatever.
I totally get that. I mean, I've been there, so that's so fucking frustrating. I mean, who are these people? Who are these Tide members? I mean,
Okay, so
first of all, it's rude that I wasn't invited. I mean, I'm still trying to process that a little bit. I don't know why I couldn't be in this organization, but who are these people?
Well, I thought it took a little. I was gonna say it takes a certain quality of person, but then I met Gorzik outside of the chambers, and I was like, oh, you're kind of. So I guess they take. I don't know. I was gonna say, princesses and queens. That's how me and Mother, or why I assumed me and Mother were there, and everyone was just a very powerful person. That's how I met the man I assumed.
Rizaline was there?
Yeah, she's kind of important. That's probably why you weren't there, actually, because why would she invite you if you don't like her? But
Bitch.
I don't think she said hi. I couldn't really hear much, but I don't think she
So
did.
you don't like your mom, looking at Mizu. You're the one that doesn't like... Okay.
No, I fucking hate that whore.
she doesn't like not being the favorite. And I took that
Oh,
spot.
is that what it is? Oh.
No, I don't like that she can't keep her legs or her mouth closed, personally. That's the #1 problem I've always had with her.
Considering that I'm here, I'm like okay with it.
I kind of enjoy my sister, and also it was a really good political move. And like, go mom, she's always making waves. No pun intended. Which is kind of how I knew who your dad was.
Yeah.
Remember, I kind of mentioned, I was like, oh, like, I think I know who it is when I gave you that letter the first time. And I was like, it's a fan. Because I always thought it was that guy, but I was like, ooh, I don't know. But turns out it was that guy. It was the guy who was standing next to Seer, what's his name? Soa Toshlin, who, like, was big and bold and he's trying to be like me, but, like, not as cool when I made you deaf. He was that dude. That was your dad. Spoiler.
So Rizaline was fucking her little club member, and that's how Celia ended up here? That's who
Is
she
he
cheated
cool?
on Daddy with?
Is he cool though?
He's all right. I don't really have a like intimate relationship with him. He seems to be like very militant and very about the thing. He's pretty useful. But yes, that is who Mother slept with. And apparently, no more spoilers because I'm just that girl now. Call me Seer the spoiler. I think Celia might be a double princess.
Double
I don't
princess?
really know.
Like princess of two places?
Yeah, I really don't know what Raphael's thing is, where he's from, but I feel like he maybe has some kind of like important blood in him. Or at least he wants to make it
Cecilia's
seem that way.
like
Good dogs
a
just be
queen
like,
queen.
No,
Yeah.
a princess.
Does that
Not
mean
a
that I
queen.
can do like magic?
you would always be magical to me.
This is why you
And you-
guys are my family.
You did protect yourself. You put that shield around you, and it was like you took a lot of hits. So like, I took a lot of hits and died. So, you know, live and learn.
Mhm.
Any
I
other
do have
questions?
one more. Yeah,
Oh.
one more question. Why do they want us dead? Like, why is it so important to keep everything quiet?
Yeah, I really don't know. They have this really weird thing about secrets, and like if people know that they are like helping protect the seas, then they will be exposed, and they can no longer protect the seas. So to protect that, they kill anyone who finds out about this organization, which just kind of seems like real wild. But also, if one thing I've learned from Mizu is why hide from the awesome things we've done. Like it just helps people know who's in charge. Like
I mean,
we're saving the day.
Does Daddy know about this?
Right?
I mean, I guess you were like, he did technically mention it to us before we left. I don't know if you were there, if you stormed out for that meal, or I know you like sometimes don't listen, but he did, you know, mention that. That's why we originally went to Yarmouth. It was to go to that meeting. You don't remember that at all? It's like why we left. No,
In
none of
Yarmouth?
that.
I mean, my bigger question is that if Daddy knows that Mom cheated on him with a guy from her fucking book club or whatever.
She's hung up on that.
Yeah, she knows. I mean, he knows who. It's not a secret to us. I mean, to them, like they know what's going on. It was a secret from.
I don't think that it's a book club. There weren't many books there. I did think that it was a book club at first, but
Not
it sounds
Honestly,
like a book
it kind
club
of
to
is like a
me.
book club.
what kind of books do you guys read?
They just read old boring bullshit and just don't really move on from it. So like it's kind of like, you know, when you get a book club that just read the same book over and over again, that's the Order of the Tide. So like we gotta preserve the purity of this book we got right here. This got real aggressive real quick. But that's how I view them, and I think that it's not very useful. And so I'm gonna keep
Is it a
saving the
cult?
world.
Were you a part of a cult?
That's what it sounds like.
What defines a
Sounds
cult?
pretty culty.
feel
A
like-
lot of the descriptors that you're using define a cult, I think.
Yeah.
It was a secret organization. I don't know if I mean I feel like a lot of things fall into like cult like organizations. Like the Merfolk are kind of cultish, like the Saddle Sirens.
Oh, yeah.
Cult.
Is there an
Definitely. Like-
initiation?
I mean, we had to do stuff. Yeah, like it takes time. I
What'd you have to
also
do?
Culty. That
personally,
sounds culty.
I mean, I personally was there from a long time. I am not blood. All the members aren't apparently on par with each other.
Yeah.
Some of us are doers and some of us are sayers. You know, some people just like Celia's dad. He just kind of like tells people to do things, and I'm one of the people they tell to go do things. And so like some of us have to be good at things, but it's never
Well, you're
conflicted
like-
with Azir. So
You're like a survivor.
yeah,
If
it's
you ever
like
need to talk or anything, I hear that it like messes people up. Being in cults.
oh, surviving the cult. Yes, I did. I survived many things. It's kind of my whole shtick is preserving, but they did help me. So there's no shade to them. They are useful trainers. They're just shitty people. So I don't need them anymore, and I'm gonna go use all that power they taught me to use, which was my own. They didn't really give me anything. I mean, I guess I kind of found the dragon there, but like they weren't using it before. So like, but
Wait, are they gonna follow us onto land and try and kill y'all still?
oh, they're desperate. I'm sure they're gonna go anywhere. But most of their ties are, aquatic. So I feel like they'll be like lessened on land. But we should definitely still be looking out for them.
Did you know the people that were attempting to assassinate us? Were you friends at all?
Oh, I actually didn't really get to see him.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I probably have heard of that MO before. I assume quick assassins who move unseen. They all have everyone has a shtick when you're there. You know, I'm the spooky dark princess girl, and they're the quick bitches who hide in water. It's fine.
Good-
You know,
good
everyone has their
boy.
thing. Yeah, like who does that? We could. No, I just thought about that body back there, and I was like, I kind of wanted it, but we're so far away now. Anything else I can air out for y'all, or you're okay?
Are they all gonna be invisible? Because that sucked.
Honestly, it'll probably like be a flavor of the week kind of thing. Like, you just never know what you're gonna get. Their grab bag.
That's
If we
fair.
kill enough of them, they'll probably stop though, because they aren't often recruiting, and eventually we will become too much of a problem if we just don't die. And so I feel like they'll have to give up, or they'll send some mysterious message through a weird thing and be like, "Hey, let's chat," and it's like, ugh. But who knows?
Yeah. I mean, not to like divert the conversation, but from what I learned from the conversation, Mizu, I feel like do you have a problem that Celia's a princess and you're just a princess?
I mean, we don't know that she's a princess. That's just like
Oh,
Sounds
I'm
that's
like,
pretty
Allegedly.
confirmed. You were
oh,
yelling
I'm like
about
more
it.
princess is what you're saying.
Yeah, you're like double the princess Mizu is, so.
I mean, it's alleged. Nothing has been proven yet.
See, it looks like she has complications with this, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and I don't
yeah,
understand
I
why
don't know.
she's not just open to the idea of you being double the princess she is.
It's okay,
Mirror,
Mizu.
I
I
told
won't
you,
ask
it's
you
an
to do
attention
too
thing.
much.
Oh. I'm learning.
All or nothing. I mean, I guess it is a weird princess thing. Like, Daddy really did teach us, like, be the best at your thing, and also everyone has a thing, so don't cross any lines. And we kind of all do struggle with that
Cross lines.
sometimes. Well, like with our, okay, well, but like with our like interests, like I fight things, Celia also fights things. We all went into Merfolk land like with a kill count to see who was the best fighter, because we all did
yeah.
it differently, and we had a discrepancy of like, is magic cheating, which is not, but like.
I think it
Because
is.
it's not.
I mean, I killed the assassin. I haven't heard a "You're welcome" yet. But
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
No, you're waiting for one.
It's been an hour, so Voskar, his mission, he's vanished, sucked back into the Underdark, and he's back in your mind. And you just feel that warmth in your mind of, you can tell Voskar is super excited about going to land. You can hear some tiredness in his breathing because of what he just went through. It doesn't sound great.
What the hell was he doing?
Right.
I don't fucking care right now. Like, literally at all.
As the ear hits the water, she kind of like does a tuck and roll, and she wild shapes into it's called a glass gator, but it's really just an albino alligator. And it has a 50-foot movement speed, and it has blind sight, so she's kind of just moving through the water. It is a medium-sized creature, so Mizu can stay on my back, and she will just keep swimming. But it has a 50 feet movement speed, so she will still dashing, I suppose. Like, every other turn dash, like
last for an
50
hour?
then 100. Yeah, this one lasts 4 hours.
Oh, 4 hours. Okay, cool.
So, wild shape girlies.
And their face, or like this, like, it wasn't pulled from reality. It's made magically, so they're not going to get exhausted. Like, they'll just
Yeah, well,
go
it's me.
all for
Yeah.
it.
I'm turning into this thing, so like she like rolls through the water and comes back up, and like as she like barrel rolls under, she comes back up as this like gator. And so whereas I summoned those last two things, like I have turned into this thing, but it's just another animal.
Okay.
It'll last longer.
And that's you and Mizu?
Yes.
Okay,
I look over at
yeah.
Celia and I'm like, do you want me to wild shape and you can ride me?
Yeah. Can you wild shape into something cool?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I wild shape, except I just wild shape into an albino dolphin.
Ooh!
They are very
That's
fast.
good!
Yeah. Predators
Yeah.
of the sea.
Yeah, the predators of the sea. So I'm now a dolphin. Still got a swim speed of 60 feet, so I can still book it. I'm like a torpedo dolphin.
Okay, you're keeping up
They're
to
really good.
Seer just going at it.
She's having a way more dramatic time.
Yeah. Just
We
Celia,
are
like,
some.
hair glistening as I, like, come up in my albino dolphin form.
Okay,
Gag.
in those 4 hours, do you want to talk about anything, or is everybody quiet?
Thea cannot speak, so she is quiet.
I make dolphin noises.
I'm quiet because with all the splashing, I probably couldn't hear anything they're saying.
Okay.
Celia probably makes like comments about being a double princess.
So, I guess we're just going until the end of that 4 hours. 4 hours pass. You've now been going for 5 hours. Your abilities run out, except for the wild shape, which is an hour.
Wild shape is the 4 hour.
4.
So after,
yeah.
Yeah. So after it pops, Sarah kind of like look around and kind of just like survey the land, I guess, like to see if everything seems to be going like, do I seem like I'm going the right way? Or do I look up and I'm like, where the fuck am I at? Like, just trying to make sure everything looks how it's supposed to look in her like book
Roll
brand.
a
Like,
perception, roll an insight check, thinking about the map, which all
I
the
will do
players
that.
can see. I guess it would show.
a 28.
Ooh.
Mommy got a good brain. Okay.
Okay. So, leaving Eudothia, you know you're going to be going into the Banter Marsh because the land kind of starts pretty soon past Eudothia. It's almost like the gatekeepers of the Banter Marsh. So you know you're already going into it, but you're looking for that murky water. That's really going to be the only indication that you know for a fact land is from the shore straight out. You'll get to land. From the map with that 23, you'll know that when you start to see it, you're going to be going right through what on the map was where a river broke out into different parts. But before you get to that part that you even go, you can spend the whole day going, but it's going to become night soon. Because you left around like 1:30. So I'm going to say the sun is down. And you really see the moon bright, kind of rising above. That's kind of craggly and really defined. It seems close. I mean, underwater it seems so far away in the light, but this is a physical thing.
Would Celia and Mizu have been able to have a short rest in that?
Not if you're swimming.
Well, they're on our backs. They were on
Well,
our backs.
yeah,
for that.
because they were wild shaped
Yeah.
and we were on them. I didn't know.
But it's like
I mean, we're not
you're
comfortable.
like
we're like
constantly holding on. You're like not focused on relaxing, which is the point.
I gotcha.
Okay, it becomes night. It's getting colder.
Yeah, I guess here just kind of pose the question: do you should we all like try to take some short rest in rotations, or do you want to try to barrel down for the night? Finding a place to sleep in the middle of the ocean is going to be annoying, but we can always just like go down. Like we can find, we do sleep in the water. So,
Yeah.
but do we want to sleep out here? Or do we want to like full rest, short rest for a little bit, then keep going? Because where are we? But like.
I could use.
I mean,
long
I'd like to
rest.
get some spell slots back with a longie, but
I'm out.
does someone else need it more?
No, I mean, I guess it just really comes down to character comfort. Like, we can find a place to take a long rest if everyone wants to, or we can take a short rest and then like keep moving. So if you want to take
Yeah,
a rest, seems like
I'm
fine
down
with
for a
me.
long rest. I think Mizu said the same.
Yeah, if we seem like we're not within, if we're not being chased, then Seer will like agree to like let them rest because their lives are in danger. They're new to it. She's like, okay, fine. So I will wild shape again. Back into the glass gator for the 4 hours, just so I can start to go down and look for a place, like underwater for us to crash. Any kind of like inlet, or I don't know, like just going straight to the bottom, or if we're close enough to some sort of landmass to like find like a weird cavern or just anything to
Cute cave.
Yeah, anything of the sorts.
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep going like 1, 2 in the morning. Like everything seems barren and open and cold, and unless you're really bundled up, you might get woken up in the night just by freezing cold, especially at night with the water wind blowing right over top of you. So you guys just keep trekking until I'll give you 1:30 in the morning, moon time, whatever, and you find where it seems like the wall kind of goes in and another wall comes out. And you remember from the map, it's just like a jagged piece where the land forms down, but it's so massive. It's almost like you've come to a second wall, but you know you kind of got to go around it because you've been following this wall. And in there, into those cracks, is this cove of different caves with stalagmites and stalactites. And it's dark, and the wind's blowing, it's very cold, but there are nooks and crannies. It's very dark inside. It's humongous in front of you, and just wall up to oblivion. What do you want to do?
Looks cute.
Yeah,
Are you
I'm resistant to cold
fucking
and down to
joking
cuddle.
me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did
What?
you see a better spot on the way here?
I mean, no, but like, where's
So
the
you're
bed?
appreciative. It's called the floor.
I'm never coming out with you guys ever again. I swear to God.
No, it's
Maisie's
really not
gonna, like-
no, like here's like this is a good sized rock. You just lay your head on that. Like it's fine on the spine and everything. The ground is what you make of it.
Yeah,
I hate
what
it
Celia
here.
said.
Maisie's gonna like walk over and start like dusting off like a rock, even though there's no like dust, but like for dramatic effect, you know, dusting off a rock and dusting off like a place for her to lay and giving a.
I look at Mira. Attention.
I see it now. I only see it.
Well, it seems like this is already a really good spot. I will stay up for like. I will not. You know, I'm gonna watch over you all. I mean, this is a nice spot, but like anything could crawl out of anywhere. So I'll stay up and watch a little bit, and then I'll rest on the flip side.
There we go.
You only technically need to sleep 6 of the 8 hours of a long rest. So if someone stays up for 2 hours and goes to bed, someone just has to wake up 2 hours before and keep watch. It's perfect.
There we go.
I'll go second if we need to establish an order.
Yeah, who's okay? Perfect. All right, so
Let's put the druids on the opposite end, so that way we always have a wild shape available to us.
what do you have in your inventories that prepare you for this? Like, do you have bedrolls? What comes with your kits and stuff? Because these are jagged. There are going to be pockets, but you're not going to be sleeping flat at all. And it's cold. It's icy with the wind blowing through.
I have
Some of us
nothing.
like the cold.
I have a boomerang. If anyone was curious, I didn't know I had a boomerang, but if we ever need that.
Princesses of Azir.
Yeah, I don't have a bedroll or anything like that, but like I said, I'm down to cuddle to make this better.
I do have one bedroll. I also have a tinderbox in case we ever need to make one of those underwater fires that you hear about.
I also have a
There we
bedroll.
Oh, the prepared ones.
We do actually venture outside of the kingdom a couple of times and have to defend ourselves. This is accurate. That's a Shark Food Island and Supplement thing. Those girls wouldn't know about that. I mean, I will offer up my bedroll since only 3 people are sleeping at a time. I guess.
Yeah.
I look over at Mizu because I'm like, I know that bitch wants it.
And she's
Mizu, would you like the
saying-
bedroll?
I mean, I think I deserve it after everything I've been through today.
And here, I got this for you as well.
She works the hardest.
Seer fills up the water skin that she has also. Just a little bit extra, and she like puts it under Mizu's head to be like a little pillow. It's like, there you go. For my
you.
perfect little princess, I know you need all the care you can get.
And she immediately shuts the act off and like snuggles into the little bedroll.
Celia turns to Mira. I have a bed. It smells kind of bad, but if you need to
I
use
also
it,
smell bad.
okay. Well, you can. I'm fine with the ground. I have 50 feet of rope. I'll just even it out a little bit.
I mean,
Let's
we could
take it under.
technically shibari you to one of the rocks, and that way you can just hang. That seems more comfortable
Yeah,
than
but
the
I feel like that
ground,
would
right?
take time, and then when it's my turn to watch, then
I'm pretty quick
like,
with
I'm
my
not,
hands
I'm
and
not,
not.
like, not down, but
Just
like,
make a hammock, I feel like.
Yeah.
okay, I'll make a hammock.
Yeah, I'm gonna help Celia make a hammock before getting in the bedroll, but I'm gonna crawl my zombie legs in it. I can't guarantee I'm not gonna leave little flesh bitlets in it, but
There's already flesh bitlets in there.
I had a feeling.
Seer kind of calls over towards Mira as she sees her going to help her sister do that bedroll, which seems like it's gonna be an experience. And she sounded like,
Don't want that.
Celia, roll me a survival check.
That's a 2. I rolled a 2.
Oh, damn. Can I give the help as I was helping make the hammock?
We already have the outcome of the roll.
Yeah.
That would be reactionary.
It would.
So immediately, like, just take the rope. You're ready to do this thing. The first stalagmite, or maybe the opposite, that you grab onto, you just slip off the back and just kind of hit some other spikes. Not enough to do damage, but you kind of like on like the tip of some spikes, kind of moving through like this corn patch of spikes, trying to get to this open spot.
I'm actually comfortable right here. This is good.
Are you sure, Celia?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to fear then, and I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna back away.
can I talk to you for a second? Just, hey.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah. I like go over to
Fear.
fear.
Just like looking around. Just kind of like moves them further away from where Mizu is sleeping and where where Celia is like doing her arts and crafts project called to her bed. And she's like, I really want to say thank you. This wasn't really ever your like problem, and you like helped us with it, and you like have been really helpful, which is like I guess like new to me. Most people aren't helpful in my experience. They are more in need of helping, and so it's weird. Well, hanging out with you or like meeting you, because like ever since then I feel like I'm the damsel in distress. You like have saved my sisters and like healed them multiple times, and like you brought me back, and also like that's just like my thing. And so I kind of mentioned earlier.
I don't want to take your shtick that you have, but I mean like it's fun stuff.
Well, you know, I am learning through this process that it is okay to share, and that is something that maybe me and my sisters haven't really fully grasped the concept of. I think sometimes we always are, as princesses, giving, and so it's like that is us sharing. It's like, here's the stuff from us, and people don't really like give us things, and so that becomes a really heavy burden to bear. And you like don't really ask for much. You kind of like joined us in the shit show of things. Our sister died, and you just kind of like helped out, and that just means a lot. And so you're like kind of like,
I mean, yeah, my family was also a shit show. I was on the council. That shit got boring. I had to pick fights for fun on it. I mean, yeah, it was like fun getting to like hang out with Vinfira and like talk shit with her, and she wasn't much for talking shit. It was mostly me. But, you know, it was fun to talk shit around her, but there wasn't much there. And like as soon as y'all got here, it was like, shit, the most exciting my life had gotten in a minute. Why would I not want to be down for that ride? And then, you know, sharing is caring, Seer. And like as Mira says that, she just like goes and gives Seer like a big ol' hug.
Dexterity saving throw.
who?
Ooh!
To Mira
which
as
one?
she
Where's the
walks
next one?
over.
Oh, I assumed it was for me.
I was like, your hand. I forgot.
Oh, damn. That's a 5.
As you walk forward, skip, poof, right onto the ice.
No hug. Hug ground.
Seer like moves towards her and like goes casts guidance on her, and like is like helping as she's helping her up, is like casting guidance on her, which is what she always does. I mean, you're still getting used to your legs. If you can really do less, I do
You're as
appreciate it.
helpful as I've been right now, because you're just returning the favor. That's how we'll do this going forward. We'll just keep helping each other out, and no one has to worry about the counter.
See, the the problem is, I am gonna worry. You know, if we're being honest, I was kind of hoping you would say, no, why would I join this crazy expedition with assassins chasing after you, or like, no, I don't want to help you guys after you have destroyed my whole like city's like structure. But then you were like, yeah, you did, and
I'm down for
Sierra.
a thrill ride, babe, and I love beating the shit out of people while doing it. So I'm not gonna throw that away.
It's funny choice of words there. Mizu would say, "Don't be a little bitch." I think, wow, this is really stressful. I don't often get stuck in these places.
Yeah, you're really stressed.
I think you're pretty cool. And am happy you joined. Happy you joined. Happy you feel that way. That is really good. I don't want to just share this experience with you. I would like to. I don't. And Seer's like getting visibly flustered. She's like, kind of like starting to like pace around. She's like, I.
Mira grins and like literally comes up like nose to nose with Seer and is like, "What? Say it."
I feel like there are secrets between us, and I no longer would like to have secrets between us because I would like to share everything with you. I think. I don't know if it's like the adrenaline for my life or like changing everything, but you, in a weird way, don't make me feel like I need to save you, and that makes me like not stressed. And like I really didn't know I was stressed until like I met you.
I gave you comfort, is what you're saying?
Is that what comfort is?
Yeah, kind of. Feeling taken care, like you know you're going to be taken care of, essentially. That's comforting.
I feel like that's what like the people of Azir feel, because like we take care of them, but we are princesses and no one really takes care of the princesses. Like that's our job to do. So I guess you could say I've really never felt comforted, which is weird to say because I'm a princess. I live a life of comfort. I'm supposed to.
Well, when you get ready to go down, you can be my cuddle buddy tonight, Seer.
Or always.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna be traveling together. Why make it a one-time thing?
You hear the reverberation of an echo from inside the cave. It's almost like the big thud coming back of when you hit the ice mirror. That it's like it's almost like it echoed back and then came back. But then as it kind of catches you guys off guard, you go to speak again, and immediately you hear, "Well, don't I deserve, after everything I've been through? How about forever? I'm fine right here." You just start hearing bits of your comments coming back in echo form through the cave. Woof. Woof.
This is really weird. So I'm assuming everyone's heard what we've been talking about.
At least bits and pieces, but they're probably sleeping. Don't like they don't
You
really
look
know.
back to Celia, you can't tell if she's asleep or dead.
Just eyes wide open.
How's she gonna flat?
Just blank stare.
Seer grabs Amira's hand. Yeah, I want to be on this journey with you and share this responsibility with you forever. That sounds like a good sentence. Send that one. That
felt good receiving on my end as well. I'll let you work up to getting your words in order.
Well, it's interesting because like now I'm realizing there are things I didn't know that I was supposed to have felt that I haven't felt before. So like,
oh yeah, I'll make sure
weird.
you have all sorts of feelings by the end of this.
Thank you.
Exactly.
And then she kind of like just gets quiet because I'm sure these echoes are still coming back. And she's reliving her trauma of the things she has said. And she's like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Both of you, roll me, because this connection with disadvantage, perception
cute.
checks.
Oh.
Perception with disadvantage.
Yes.
Mira, you have a D4 for my guidance.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Perception.
Oh, 4. So the first one was an 18.
An 11 for me.
Oh, the next one was better. 21. So, 18.
You're hearing these echoes come back, but you both got high enough perceptions that you, they're not coming back in the order that you sent them out. And they're not coming back in the same kind of time. It just feels kind of off as you look into the abyss of this cave winding backwards and downwards. But with a 21, as you turn and look, do you have any sort of like dark vision or anything, Mira? Do you have anything that helps in the dark, or are you just regular?
Dark vision, yeah.
You have dark vision?
Yeah.
Do you have dark vision, Seer?
Yes.
Okay, so you both can see even further into the dark cave. You can see little things jumping in the dark as they're getting closer. And Mira, oh man, this is tricky. Mira, you see what you can only be described as like the only things you guys have seen flying above the ocean,
The water.
and the shore,
Yeah.
are like small, like seagulls maybe every now and then, but very sparse. But maybe just because there's like a thing there. And then these big winged things that we know as pterodactyls, because they live kind of nearby as they migrated to the north. It looks like little, that kind of shape animal. I don't know what your culture would call them, birds, kind of hopping on 2 feet towards this way on the walls and on the icicles, with dark feathers and like eyes, and they seem to be wearing like stone-made armor, clothing, just kind of jumping, and their mouths, when they open, are yelling back a mimicked sentence they've heard echo throughout the cave.
Dear, do you know what the fuck we're looking at?
Mm-mm. But Seer will clear her throat, and she will use her ranger ability to cast Speak with Animals, just to see if they also happen to say anything, or if they're just mimicking us.
You have dark vision, so they're way off. But even as you go to cast it, thinking about it, you have a high enough perception and a good intelligence score to know that these are very humanoid. They seem to be moving like intelligent beings. Maybe they're something tells you the magic won't work on them because they're not an animal.
This is gonna be weird. I guess
Did we yell at them?
No, they're just mimicking things that we say. So I guess we just
We should probably tell the other girls about this. Right? Wake them.
maybe we can let them rest. If it goes really poorly, we can startle them awake and then they start swinging. But hopefully we
Yeah.
can.
To clarify, as your dark vision is staring off as you're talking in the cave as they're coming, you see 7, 8, 9, 10, and then they're kind of
That's
on
a
the
lot
walls
of
as well.
them.
Oh, 12, oh, 22, oh, 27, oh, 30. It's just like they're crawling out of the dark.
Maybe we get out of here.
Seer casts thaumaturgy and she starts shaking the ground. She's like, "Hey, we gotta get up." Just gonna start to move under because I know Ogre's on a
We
hammock.
don't have safe
That'll definitely
space.
start to wake Mizu up too,
Somebody
and
wake
she'll
Mizu.
start to look up.
You're now all starting to hear the taps of the ice cracking and stuff as things are getting closer.
Yeah, I'm backing out. Watching.
There are things in here.
Coil up my rope.
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
No idea.
There's big hungry bird people things around.
Oh my god.
I point.
I
I don't know if you
hate
have dark
sleeping
vision.
in caves.
You hear
It's an adventure.
whoosh as you look up and an arrow gets one of those hanging ice like 13, 14
An
feet away from you
arrow.
guys. Ice shatters beneath your feet.
Mizu will like jump up out of the bedroll and like stand up at that point.
Yeah, I look over at Seer and I'm like, "You're gonna help me run, right?"
Yeah, are we running or trying to? They seems like some sort of humanoid. Like they may be able to communicate with them, or we can run. We have about
Well,
0.5
they'd be
seconds to think
fucking
about
the
it.
room up. Yeah.
Mizu, can you communicate with them? You like talk to dragons and shit now?
I have tongues. I can cast tongues and attempt to see if I can understand what they're saying.
It's like any languages. Better bet than them just yelling at us, I suppose. If that doesn't work, then we run.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll cast tongues. Mizu will cast tongues. And see if she can understand anything that they're saying.
I don't know if this is officially
Let me think about it.
how they would do in D&D, but I'm going to do this because I think this is the coolest thing. So as they're kind of shouting echoes back, first of all, as you connect with them, you feel these are humanoids. These are alive people, but you've never heard of them. And through their echo, their intentions are what they're saying because they can only mimic for communication. And it's they're yelling chants about kill for food, take everything. Finally, I see them. Get them.
Yeah,
Starving.
let's get the fuck out of here. That's what they're saying is that we need to get the fuck out of here.
Heard.
Arrow, icicle.
So you're
Bye.
synchron swimmer. Whoop. Bring my bedroll.
Expeditious
Oh.
retreat. I'm going.
Yeah, I'm jumping in water if it's near.
Yes. Swimming very fast. I'm going.
Yeah.
One of these days.
All right, you swim out and immediately dive in, kind of moving through the water, looking back way off. What, are you staying on the shore, or staying on the top of the water, or are you just diving down?
I'm diving down.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll dive down first because we went down to yeah. So I guess I'd be underwater.
Okay,
For better
as you
sight line, see if
guys
they're chasing us.
are diving down, I imagine going really fast. There's a barrage of arrows, but you're swimming really fast. And it's just like in the water, and the momentum stops as they float, just kind of behind you as you're swimming. And as you can look up, you'll see just like through the water, they kind of look like crows, just kind of looking out, and they're very serious. They obviously have like one or two that are leading. And it looks like some of them had some like traps and different weapons and stuff. Looks like they've brought over like ice stone machine or something. Like you can't tell what it is as you're going so fast. It's just a structure as they watch you swim down.
Rude.
Right?
So I guess we are free balling it, and we're taking short rest, and then we're swimming some more. All right. And she will, I guess, let Mizu and Celia try to get back to opt to let them go first, but just kind of finding a place to like exist that seems like there's nothing trying to eat us. Even if
Right.
it's just
Is
a
there a
body of
random
water.
iceberg?
Okay.
Put the hose on.
Are
Mirror's
you
back.
Seer? Are you kind of taking charge of like the map, thinking about this? Okay, you're the new
That seems to be the
Arista.
plan.
What she did, because she was like a navigator.
Did a boat and some directions. We out here just raw dogging it. Lord.
roll me a nature check.
Nature.
Yeah.
Can it
You
be
got it.
survival? Nature. Ooh, 19. I have a +0 to that.
Okay.
But 19.
You,
I'm
Oh,
nice.
nice.
you know that the maps you were looking at. It was really far off the land from what you were thinking where it reaches, so you probably won't see it obviously in the distance. But if you can see it right on the map, there's a small, tiny little speck of land that you can see. If you look at the map, I'll ping. After a while, about half a day, you'll swim out and see that because you knew kind of the direction from that map. You guessed and you got it right.
Boy picked.
As you get there, it looks like it was a big iceberg that was coming up. Maybe it's formed with the bottom. It's very sturdy. It's about the size of like a house out of the water with jagged parts, but there's some smooth parts where you can lay down as well.
And she kind of like instructs Celia and Mizu to get their sleep as quickly as possible for that short rest, and then we'll swap and go from there, I
Do the
guess.
same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, as you guys go to sleep, I think we should too. Thank you so much for playing this episode. We'll come back for 32. As you guys rest, go ahead and get your long rest. I say you're gonna rest the entire time.
Oh.
So refill
Nice.
everything, and we'll be back up at 9 a.m. See everybody next time. Hey, thanks for
Early
watching.
in the morning.
If you made it this far on YouTube, hit subscribe. Chaboom.
Yeah.
Sack-a-boom.
Okay. Good night.